My name is Vincent Viper Magam, the only snake in the north, from University of Limpopo. I heard the national convener, when he did his introduction, I think he repeated the question, should we start a movement? National convener, I want to answer that question for the last time today. That yes, we should start a movement for a lot of reasons. We are not going to be listening to people who are busy misrepresenting the youth of South Africa, because we are sitting here today with the youth which day in, day out commit crime. But if ever want to go and check, those are casual visitors of jail, because immediately they've been taken to Busasa Youth Development Center. That particular youth, through the education which they obtain in there, they cannot go out and be utilized in the community. Those ones who are sentenced, where our taxpayers' money is being used to fund the education, those particular individuals, they cannot come out and get a job. What is the use of the state of government which we are having, which puts more resources on activities which are not going to bear any fruits to the communities of South Africa? So leadership, Comrade Floyd Shivambu, the national convener, what we must be looking at is what should characterize our movement, not the question of should we start the movement. That one is done and dusted. We are going to start the movement, and we are going to rally behind Mayibuye. We are going to constitute the leadership of Mayibuye from the youth and also the student. But at large, it is the character on how we are going to characterize ourselves as leaders of the youth and leaders of the community. I want to put this one clear out and loud, that with the current government of the ANC, we then look at the thing called NYDA, which is a cadre deployment and a cadre service to the cadre who is known to the NYDA's leadership. That structure was supposed to be used to start and assist the youth in the communities should they have any business proposal which they need funds of. But however, because of the current corruption within the ANC, that tend to be a cadre deployment. That should be enough reason for us to go and start a movement which is going to service not only members of Mayibuye, but the public at large. We are sitting here, Comrade Floyd Shivambu, with the current students who are being sold to the highest bid there by Saus, by the young criminals of the other organization, and the and the ANC. We are sitting here with the youth which can't even access education. The country loves to celebrate the 92% pass rate of bachelors, but those kids have nowhere to go, Comrade Floyd Shivambu, because the country and the leadership of the ANC didn't just not cap the intake of universities at 3,000 per university like University of Limpopo. They've also managed to close TVETs and colleges. Where I come from, there was a college of Tubumbeni, which ever since 2002, nobody knows what is happening at that particular college. So to leadership Floyd Shivambu, I'm saying, when we open Mayibuye, we must go and face those colleges and we must ask, why are these colleges being closed? Because there will be no country. Because there will be no country which is going to grow its economy without investment in education. Those colleges, they were supposed to be the places in which people go and obtain education, but now they're being used as a consultation center for SATU, the conferences of SATU, and that is one of the useless union ever existed in the history of South Africa. Lastly, I also want to say, Comrade Leadership Shivambu, what we must then focus at is what is called decolonized, skilled focused education. I like the fact that you touched much on it when you said that in China, they are being taught how to produce. The biggest problem we're having as South Africans is because we are consumers, not producers. And I will say it out without any fear of any contradiction, that will never, ever grow the economy of the country if ever we keep on purchasing, not selling. How do we then purchase when now I'm sitting here as a master's, a candidate in University of Limpopo, But the only thing I've obtained are theorists. And I also want to question our PhD graduate across the country, that with that PhD which you have obtained, you have done a research, you have found whatever you have found through your research. Are your research or your findings changing the economy of South Africa now? If ever those findings are not changing the economy of South Africa, please come and be with us so that we can reshape the educational system of South Africa. Because where we are sitting today, we are being given a theory. After 20 years, one is going to say that Vincent Viper Makamu wrote, but those things are not going to help us change or grow the economy of South Africa. What I'll submit, last President, is that let us go and shape and move with the people of South Africa, because the masses are waiting for us. The masses are waiting for us to go and deliver them from these corrupt individuals and these grandstanders in Parliament, as I submit.
Viva, Comrade Viper, viva! Viva, Comrade Viper, viva! Viva, Comrade Viper, viva! Number 4.